Kelley, Jonathan, thanks for joining RCR Wireless today on Veterans Day here in Dallas for a review of Gray Wolf's training facility. But I really want to spend a minute talking with each of you about the relationship between Warriors for Wireless and PCIA, and maybe, Kelley, we'll start with you.
Sure. Jonathan and I have known each other a long time, and about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I shared with him the vision of Warriors for Wireless and what we're going to do, and took him about 20 seconds. He said, "I'm in, let's do it together," and from there's history.
And then, Jonathan, how about the day-to-day working relationship between Warriors for Wireless and PCIA?
Well, we're working really closely together on a daily basis. We hired a full-time director of education and training, Phil Larson, who's working with them closely, and we've coordinated on a number of different events, including the academic efforts they're making at Aiken Technical College, and we won a grant to do work at Virginia State University that Warriors for Wireless is a part of that grant. We're a part of that grant directly. So that's something we're working on also, to make sure that we get a program at an academic institution that's world-class, so that the level of training that we're giving to our veterans is one that meets the best and highest standards for quality, for comprehensiveness, and of course for safety as well.
And from the PCI standpoint, what are some of the key milestones that you see as this program unfolds over the next couple of years? You mentioned certifications. Maybe expand on that and some of the other milestones.
Well, we'd like to create a comprehensive education program. We're beginning with towers because, of course, that's where there's a huge urgent need, and there's also a major safety problem. So it makes a lot of sense to have an excellent tower climbing program, but we want to move beyond that. We're working on small cells and DAS, make sure there's enough trained individuals to do that work, as we expect that that's going to grow even faster than it has. Site acquisition is an issue where there's not really current training programs. We're planning to develop that. Project management, that would be wireless-specific project management, is another field that we're looking at. And of course, the highest sort of level of training would be for RF engineering and design, so that people in the field have a better sense of what the RF issues. We think as there's more and more antennas closer to the end user, there's more opportunities for harmful interference, and it's important for people in the field to be able to manage that. So we want to create a workforce that has all of those skills in more standardized form than they have today.
And Kelley, what can we expect to see here today in Dallas?
Well, this is through one of our great partners, Gray Wolf Telecom, Teltech, and they're hosting an event to recognize all the accomplishments we've had in the first year and all the work yet to be done. So we're going to have speakers. Jonathan and I are speaking, along with some industry speakers. Command Sergeant Major Ramos, who retired and is a program director, retired Signal Corps. He's going to speak, and then we're going to do a demonstration from one of our graduates climbing the tower, and to show some of the safety aspects of tower climbing industry. And it's just generally recognizing not just what the program is for veterans today, but what it can be in the next year, 2 year, 5 years across the board. As Jonathan said, we started in the tower as an initial track. We're expanding it much beyond that, because our commitment, and we stood up at the White House a year ago, is 5,000 jobs for this industry in the next 5 years, which we're fully going to meet.
Kelley, Jonathan, thanks for your time today.